Hello, it is day 2 of Vlogust. It is late, it is 10:15. It's been a very long day, but I can't quit on day 2, so I've popped on. The dog is here in case you see various limbs flying. She's currently lying on her back and she sleeps on her back like this. So you may see the odd little leg flying. So yeah, it's been a super busy day. I think I'd mentioned yesterday that we went to see the wrestling today. None of us have ever been to see wrestling before, and they were putting a show on. It's like a WWE style thing. But yeah, it was actually pretty good. We didn't stay for the whole thing because it was giving Alfie a headache because it was too noisy. So we did leave a little bit early, but we stayed for most of it. It was fun. It was something different to do. And I said none of us have ever done that before. They're not particularly into wrestling, like they don't watch WWE or anything like that. My hair's doing all kind of weird things, sorry. But I thought, you know, we'll try it and see if they liked it. And they did, they enjoyed it. And then after that we went out for food. We went to KFC. I have not been to KFC in well over a year. Like, I don't really eat out. Partly because it's very expensive and partly because, you know, I would just rather eat at home because I can cook. I'm a pretty good cook. So, you know, I would rather spend the money and buy like fancier ingredients to make a special meal rather than go out for a meal sometimes, most of the time. It's nice to go out sometimes, but it's not something we do very often. And yeah, it costs an absolute fortune. It costs like 50 quid for 3 years to go to KFC. We're not doing that a lot. Right, but yeah, it was nice wee change. The kids are going away tomorrow and they're going to be away for 2 weeks. So I was like, the last day they're going to be here before they go away, we'll do something nice. So we did, and it was fun. I think I coped very well. If you don't know, I have ADHD, I have PTSD, and I have super high anxiety, and have mild agoraphobia. I know I'm a right catch. But I managed to be okay today. I had my boyfriend on the phone a lot. Not speaking, obviously, because we were like watching the wrestling, but he was on the phone to me before I went, and he was sort of texting me to make sure I was okay the whole time that I was out. So he's lovely. Yeah, and I knew that he was there, like if I needed him. So it was good. It was fine. I had a slight mild panic attack when I went into KFC because the toilets are upstairs and they're very out the way, and that was stressful for me because I had to leave the kids down. They're not little kids, they're like 11 and 14, but I had to leave the kids downstairs and then go upstairs by myself, so I was a little bit like but it was cool. I managed, and I've managed to get lots of crafting done today. So I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm doing a vlog on it, but this is how much I have got done on the blanket. The blanket plans have changed, so we've got another 10 rows on. We have started to get the pattern in. It is pretty wide. This is going to be for my 14-year-old. It is based on a game that he plays called Rust, which is a survival game. He plays it on the Xbox. I think it's a stupid game, but he loves it. Yeah, it's not really my sort of game at all, but he enjoys it, and that's the main thing. As I think I mentioned yesterday, I was worried about running out of this colour. The reason the blanket plans have changed slightly is because I only have 10 balls of this colour, and after I did the maths, I think I need 13 balls. But flew through my mouth now. But it's discontinued. They still have other colours available because they're just running down the stock, but they don't have any of this colour left. So we're going with what we can. It's in this bag that I made for myself. It has Godzillas on it. And these are my boyfriend's jeans. Look at the Godzillas. They're cute. So, yes. And this is just like a plain bag. And I just fold the top down. I don't always like a cinched bag because I don't take them outside with me that often. If I'm storing things, I like them to be either in a cinched bag or a fold over top. And this one's, like you can see, it's quite deep. So I can fold the top over on this one. But yeah, that's the blanket. I'm going to try and get like 10 rows a day done on it. Which, you know, I've managed to do it today. I've managed to hit all my goals for today, which is good. And I managed to be out all afternoon. So I think I should be able to manage doing it over the holidays. My second goal for today was to do a repeat on the socks. These are the linen socks. And I've done a repeat and a half on these today. So I think I have, they're just shorties. I think I have 2 more repeats left, maybe 3. And then just the toe and then get onto the next sock. This is done in Drops Fable. And these are my Cozy Toes cow socks. So yeah, I've got until the end of the month to get them done. So I'm just going to chip away at them and do a repeat every day. It's like a 12 row repeat. And because, it's like stockinette, the pattern's on one side because they're shorties. And on the leg, the pattern's all the way around. But on the foot, you have a plain bottom. So that makes it go a little bit faster as well. Pattern's really good. Like, I will always praise Kelly's patterns. Roro and Cade's, I will always like praise her patterns because they're always really, really good. And if you have any issues, she's like really responsive and she's really good at explaining stuff as well. So yeah, she's one of my favourite designers and she's lovely. Right, so that's it for, no, it's not that. It's not it. I have one more thing, but I'm going to show you what else I've done today. My head, I don't think I've showed this for a while. Here we are. So we finished all the dark green. We're now onto this light green colour. And we are currently, because I've slacked so much, we are currently looking at doing 407, I think it is, stitches a day to get this finished by my birthday. So we're gonna try and get some extra stitches in on it this week because I would like to get that number down a bit so as it gets closer to Christmas I have less stitches to do daily. And yeah, so I would like to try and get an extra few stitches in on this over the next couple of weeks while the kids are not here. But it's coming along nicely. And this is the Heaven and Earth Designs yearly stitch along that they do. I've spoken about this a lot, but you can't get it anymore. The pieces for it are specifically for the SAL and you had to sign up for it in December. But yeah, it's coming along wonderfully. I'm doing it colour by colour and it's going to be a weird fairy bunny thing. I don't have time for editing tonight, so I will put a picture in at some point, but not today. So yeah, I've done my 400, I did like 476 stitches on that today, so that's good. I'm doing it 2 over 1/10 stitch, so that's like half stitches, so it goes a little bit faster. And then we have this one. I think this has probably had quite a bit of work done on it since last time you saw it. This, I still can't remember the name of it. It's going to have writing at the bottom that says we're all mad here. I think last time I did it, I didn't have the tail in, or the caterpillar, or the hat, half the hat. I don't know, I can't remember. But this is where we're at now. This is a Barbara Anna piece. And it's something to do with Hatter, dreams. I can't remember. My brain, honestly. My brain is a nightmare. But yeah, that's just done on a 14 count Ada. It's a pale green colour. I don't know how colours and everything are going to show up in here at the minute because it's 10:15. It's quite dark in here. I've got the selfie illumination thing on, so I'm hoping it's going to come out okay. And the last thing that I have done a bit of work on, I've got a new desk project, and it is just a very basic. This is all the yarn that I had left from the cardigan that I made. I made a hexie cardigan, and I just had lots and lots of little balls. You might have seen some shorts that I did with, I still haven't done one for the hexie cardigan, you know. I've not been wearing it because it's like a bajillion degrees, but it's done, it's finished. I really need to do like a little video or a short or something, or I might do it in one of the vlogs and let you see how it looks when it's finished. But it was a jumper that I had made that I'd taken down, like I'd frogged it because I was never wearing it. And then because the yarn was discontinued, I went hunting for the yarn. Couldn't find the yarn anywhere, but I did find somebody else had made something and they were selling it on Vinted for like a couple of quid. So I bought that and frogged that, and I'm glad that I did because I needed that yarn to finish the cardigan, but I still ended up getting left with, this is like 200 and, I think it's about 230 grams that I've still got left. So I'm just making myself a very simple linen stitch scarf, just with a 4mm hook, because it colour changes itself. It's nice and easy just to have at the desk. This is like a wool blend stuff. It's Stylecraft Dreamcatcher, and yeah, I just got all the tiny little balls and just I've attached them together. I can't do like a magic knot on them because it's a roving type yarn and it just breaks. But I think this is like I think it's an 80/20 acrylic wool. It might not be up, but it doesn't matter because it's discontinued anyway. But it's got wool content in it. But because it's roving type yarn, it does not very well. So I'm just going to have a billion ends to weave in at the end. But it's fine. I don't actually, contrary to the fact that I never actually do it, I don't actually mind weaving in ends as long as I'm in the right mood for it. You know, if I can just sit there and I'm like, you know what, I quite fancy doing that now. And once I get started, I'm fine. But that's going to be my desk project because I need something just nice and simple and kind of small. And the thing is, even when that gets bigger, I'll still be able to, because it's not wide, I'll be able to just like put it to the side of me and still work on it. But because it's my desk project for when I'm gaming, I'm playing Final Fantasy at the minute, and there's a lot of cutscenes and talking and things like that. So I like to have a project that I don't really need to think about when I'm doing that. Oh, I think that's everything. This has like gone on for a bit longer than I expected. Sorry. I know I said that these are going to be shorter. I think tomorrow's Monday, so I'll have my Monday reset reel. That'll be up. I've already done my weekly plans. Like, I have 2 books. I have one where I put on all the things I want to do for that week, and then I have a daily planner. So I've done some of the daily planner for tomorrow, and I have done my weekly plans of everything I want to get through this week. Because I'm hoping that because I can just work on my own schedule rather than having to work around like the kids and them eating and going to bed and going out, and you know, like I can just crack on and get lots of stuff done. That's the plan anyway. I'm hoping to be able to get a bunch of stuff done. And I'm going to have to be doing a bunch of stuff because I'm gonna like miss having them here a lot. It's gonna be really, really weird for me. So I'm gonna have to work a lot just to keep my mind off it. But it'll be fun for them. They don't get to spend big chunks of that time with their dads like ever. So yeah. They're spending like a week with him and then they're going away for a week. So it'll be nice for them. Yeah, so I think that's everything. I'm going to finish here. We'll try and get this uploaded now, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully at a much more reasonable time, because yeah, it's now 10:30. I'm gonna go. Bye.